Hi, I don't know how to intro, this sucks. This is Dr. Doolittle Trolling. Yeah. A level I'm kind of proud of, kind of not. I'm looking back at it now and it's, wow. A lot of stuff I want to change now. But oh well, too late. You've probably seen this by now, if not spoilers, but I guess this is pretty much the explanation of stuff. This is the first room. It's pretty simple and disgusting. It's basically this launcher teleporting this spike ball, hitting this row of no blocks with fish inside it that have, well, it has no blocks that have fish inside it that spell out LOL. I guess I'm gonna show you right now. And then it just does that. And then this fish comes down whenever this launcher will teleport to the lowest point of, I think it's the x-axis to the y-axis. I don't actually remember. Most of this is just improv anyways. But basically that would just teleport you to the wall and the fish will come down and usually kill you unless you get out of the way in time. Or you're bad like me. And that's pretty much it. I might do a further explanation to broken tracks, I don't know. Just a bit too much work for me, honestly, I'm lazy. This is basically, well, this troll was originally just a launcher that would push you if you just sat there and push you down this gap. It wasn't meant to be like, oh wow, look, it's a fake platform and you just walk off. No. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I had for this idea. People would just think that, oh yeah, it's a solid ground right now. But instead, nope, people would see the auto scroll start, the custom scroll start pushing, and they jump out of the way, and they'd miss the mushroom. Well, I got it, because I'm good. But, you know, they'd see it like, oh, it's down here now. Well, you can't see it because it's blocking it, but oh well. And then, we can't, oh my gosh, everything's going so well. Anyways, the next part, they'd see a fire flower, and they'd like, maybe I should get it, maybe I should not. They see this up here, which grabs their attention. So what most people did first time around is just do this, and then just, you know, put two and two together and realize, oh, maybe I do need it, and then just complicate their actions and see if what they did was right or not. And so they maybe melt this one first, and they see, oh, what's this? They melt this, and they realize, oh, now I can't melt the ice coins below this blue platform. I don't know why this works, because when Toad shoots fireballs, it shoots at his height level, and I guess this is above, or I guess the exact area where you would be shooting the fire flower, so it just goes up. This used to be cheesable, but I added this extra 2 blocks up here, so you can't do it. I don't know, maybe if you can't do it, good for you, I guess. And this is the broken track for some reason. I forgot why. I guess just to make it more accurate, but I don't know. No one's really rushing anyways. And now we get to this part, the fun time part. This broken track setup. This would teleport all the way down to, again, similar like the launcher one, to teleport down to the lowest point on, I guess this would be the x-axis or the y-axis, because these red blocks assisted. And that's pretty much it. And it pulls you alongside with it, and then it's supposed to make you go back into this pipe, supposed to, but I don't know. Some people just realize what they were just shocked, I guess. And this Podoboo is here because if you enter small, you won't actually die to it. It'll only just take damage from you, which is pretty cool. Because I didn't want to have an icicle there, because I feel like the go back and pipe troll wouldn't be as effective if people would just die to the icicle, and it would just be lame. You couldn't just wait here. I don't know. People would like to run and just get pulled by it. This muncher's only here to prevent this spike ball from coming out, and it just does that. All this is just a burner. Let me just erase me. It's just a burner overlaying a hidden block with a parachute piranha, and that's literally all it takes to hide a block, kinda, not really. You can activate it with Toad too, and it's pretty cool. And if the munch is still there, it just blocks it from you. Yeah, it just blocks you. And some people were spaghetti because they didn't know what to do, but I guess the best solution would probably be just holding right when you get here, because a Podoboo is in this block. When Spike Ball hits it, it goes up, and it really lets you able to actually get through here. This next part is I don't know, I forgot what used to be here, I just remember it was not good. Well, this basically is just a 1-up hitting a note block, which causes this clown car to get clipped on the side and shoots up. But it would be stopped, I think, by this red block. It would be stopped right there. It'd shoot the cannonball at your face while you're standing right here, and then after another on-off switch would hit, and it would go up here, and it would pretty much die. I can just tell you right now. Yeah, and then it would shoot that, so you can break through here. How this setup works is just a bunch of munchers. The first on-off, it would go down here, hit this one. I can just hold on. Yeah, so basically we're using the same on-off. I tried to make it as compact as I could, and it somewhat worked. You can hit this on-off twice if you can hit it twice if you hit it again, but it won't do anything because I have a setup up here that kind of prevents it. So you go in a specific on-off state. I don't know, it wouldn't really matter. And this mushroom platform is here because the cannon or the clown car kept going over here, and for some reason putting a semi-solid right here would make it more efficient. And these red blocks are just here to kill the clown car and avoid it to keep shooting. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know, it's just annoying. But anyways, over here, this is a pretty simple troll. You have a shellmet on, and when you get a pea balloon, you lose it, and now you can't break it. Pretty simple troll. It's just a swamp with a spring right here, and it just boops a pea balloon, a winged pea balloon with a parachute. And then once you get the pea balloon, you're able to hit all these blocks down here, and it would take you to this I don't think it's a break, obvious hint. It just tells you what you're supposed to do. I don't know, maybe I should make it more accurate, saying no pea balloon. I don't know if it's accurate enough, and then just a silly face, not really, just a stern face. And then you just, if you get the pea balloon, this is just D-cheese. And that's pretty much it for this room. Awkward silence. Anyways, this setup is to clip a spike top through these ground blocks. That's not what people noticed. Now that is unfortunate. All this is just a spike ball going onto a blue platform that hits this wing spring above a note block with a red spike top with a parachute. This works with the other enemies too, which is pretty cool. But I chose the spike top because why not? And it's just ominous silence once you go down here. Whoops. You just do that. This used to be another troll. Changed it because it sucks. And I had to have that clown car over there in the lower right just to catch the spring. And that's kind of why this is right here, just to kind of prevent you from going fast and breaking another setup, which is basically just a fish falling off screen, because why not? Because I wanted the people to think that was a troll instead of the bomb being a troll. And all that is just the same setup. I think it's just a parachute fish in a block. Okay, that's a much bad thing to do. And then for the bomb troll, all this, you have to do all this. Then you get over here, if you're good enough like me, you can dodge the fish. And then most people would just hesitate seeing just a second fish, but once they realize, oh, maybe I do need a bomb, they'd carry it, maybe just notice indicator, either the bomb, and oh, would you look at that? And it's a soft block. It's not really a new glitch. It's been around for a while, but people are using it all of a sudden now. Anyway, it's basically an offset hard block that just loses its hitbox completely. And it's cool, I guess. I kind of wanted to use this troll for Dumbwater, but I just forgot the whole setup. But I think Shino was the one who uploaded the setup for this. So yeah, there goes. I guess shout out to Shino for that. And there's nothing else to it. And then when you go through the door, I added another layer, which is just hint. No one noticed this and took it as an actual part of the hint, you saw, oh, no bomb. Where do I get an on-off switch? No. The fish activates the on-off switch and you go into the box. It's not accurate because once you go back into the door, you won't be able to see all of this, so you won't really know what I'm talking about. But that's kind of just it. Just no, you don't get the bomb. When the fish activates the on-off switch, you would go back up here. And I think I can demonstrate it right now. No, not at all. But basically, when the first on-off switch is hit, this muncher would fall down. This is how the on-off is triggered, because the mole would face to the leftmost area, which would kill the bomb and cause the on-off switch to get hit. And then whenever the fish activates the on-off switch, this muncher would go down here, and that's whenever a spike ball and a question block would hit a winged P-switch, which would end up going what's it called? Right here, and it would hit the muncher. But if you go in it in any other time, which you saw right there, the P-switch would just go inside this clown car. And whenever you stop that, and whenever the muncher's right there, although it would trigger, and if you held right, you would get hit with the fish. And it got literally no one other than some people during playtesting because they got soft lock, because funny. And unintended. And then this is just a dumb troll. Whenever you go through the door, actually I should probably just do this. Hold on. Alright. Don't worry. Very budget. Okay, you know what? I'm very smart. Ignore that. Basically, whenever you go through the door, you would only be able to see this top part. So your vision would stop right here, so they would only see this, and most people would just run here and just die. But my intended troll was literally just they'd see CP, oh yeah, checkpoint, I can clearly see that, and then whenever they respond, it would just say PP. That was kind of the only troll, and I don't know, I kind of made the payoff just this with this. No, a lot of people didn't notice the PP at first until like halfway when they were through the CP1 section. It's just dumb. CP1 pipe that literally leads to absolutely nowhere. There used to be a layer there, I don't know. Anyways, one of the worst rooms, Kaizo block, because why not? Troll. This room did not cause any spaghetti whatsoever. Anyways, that launcher will come into play later. Basically, you would go in this room, you hit the blocks, be curious, and you're supposed to be locked in there, but sometimes people would just fall right through it. But luckily, it got all the people I wanted to see the reactions. When I wanted to see the reactions, they got stuck in here, which was great. And whenever I knew they weren't gonna fall for it, they didn't fall for it. Okay, I just want to demonstrate, please. Yeah. That would happen. All this is just same timer stuff. When you get to a certain area, this swamp would trigger. It goes up, which is the on-off. The second hit is whenever this muncher falls down, and then that slow timer is whenever this muncher slowly makes its way and hits the bomb, triggering it again. And there's just sound effects down here for that to work. I added this so people wouldn't have to wait for it, and that's why all these blue blocks are here to prevent the switch from being hit again. And if you didn't manage to make it, I just put these red blocks here to prevent that. A lot of people didn't realize this. I kind of like this layer. I don't know. Basically, it's a you're supposed to see the mushroom. Like, I'm pretty sure it's somewhat obvious. The mushroom down there. Oh, I want to get that. They go down. If they don't die to the fish and they're not bad, they go down here. It's suddenly mushroom platform now. They go down there. Oh no, I missed it. No. All that is to make it disappear is just a launcher on a disgusting broken track that just kills it. Well, I died, but basically it makes it poof. If my voice wasn't so annoying and loud, you'd be able to hear it die. But yeah, that was it. And there's just simple dumb stuff. Hidden block, another hidden block, and you go through here. The door. Another troll that plays off of the fact you can't see the ground. People would be like, oh no, I'm just gonna jump down. Well, the auto state is wrong, but basically they'd be like, oh no, I'm not going down there, and die. Excuse me. Then when they would end up not being dumb, I'm just gonna. When they did not dumb, they would just place down the. It only got a few people, but that was pretty funny. They place this down, it'd get loose, and you'd end up going back into the spikes. All that is just a sloped conveyor that brings a twister to this specific spot here that carries the pallet only by 1 block. And it's pretty silly, I guess. And then for the next layer, you need the pal again, and this is supposed to. I remember this used to be another troll, which is a fish. I think Steve suggested that, but I ended up making it 10 times worse. But all this is just basically, oh, there's a vine in here. I need to throw the pal upwards and get it. But luckily, no one is that dumb, except me. Literally, no one is that dumb to actually fall for it, and the solution would just be placing it down, literally, and jumping up. Because if you were to hit it, it went up because the semi-solid is blocking it. No one's that dumb, so everyone dodged it. I didn't expect them to. Then that's just me for being disrespectful to their player somewhat. This one not happened. This one literally not happened. Don't worry. You're fine. Anyways, this is just to get you back into the pipe, or get you into the pipe. I mean, and this is just here if you're dumb and you ignore it. An unintended layer I kind of added was the fact that you see down, like, oh no, Cannon, let me go down. Yeah, I think you only got 2 people. I'm not sure. Need to go back down here. But what that did do was it encouraged people to actually hold in a button they can typically hold, which is left, somewhat, I think. And when they did hold left, it would just push them back there by a teleporting spring that boosts them to the pipe. And you get killed by fish. Now, this launcher is here because to prevent the player to going back around and potentially breaking stuff, this launcher is just here to, what's it called? It blocks their path basically. And this fish is just here if they just sit there and die. I mean, there's literally nothing else to do, so you can either die to the fish or the pit. You can just pick your choice. And there's a low up there, cause why not? All this setup is just I keep forgetting the name of these. I just call it a lift. A lift that is on a broken track. What? No, don't do that. A lift that's on a broken track teleports this spring all the way down here immediately. And again, just like the power one, it just springs you all the way over here. Like, it just drags you. And when you're holding down, you need to go down right here. I think this was a launcher originally, but it would put you like right on the side where you wouldn't be able to. It would work if in SMB1 if you had the Mega Mushroom, but you're not in SMB1, so. Oh yeah, another hard block, or not hard. I'm so smart. I'm very smart. A question block that's off grid. I think it's only got. I'm pretty sure it got everyone who played this level, or most people. They would see this. You would not see the setups. Let me just remove that. Basically, you would see this like, oh, one hit it. You jump right through it. And then I did put a mushroom there just because I don't know, just Easter egg for myself. You go through here, you see the mushroom, you're like, oh, maybe I need to go right there. And then there's a boo to kill you. Solution would just be standing right here, getting the mushroom. And you would go right here. And a troll that I don't think anyone fell for. I really think no one fell for this troll. And I wasted so much sprites for this one too. But basically what it is if you wait at a specific part, the okay, it's just not gonna work now, never mind. But basically you would wait a specific part, this thwomp would hit this seesaw down, and it would pick you up. Like it'd do a motion like this, and it would bring you all the way up here. That's on this lift, that's on a broken track. And basically what it would do is it would drag you all the way down and put you right back in the box. I really like this troll, but I'm very upset that pretty much no one so far has ever fell for it. And I don't know, I really like them. I wasted a lot of sprites, but I guess it just doesn't hurt to explain it. But after, I think, this is actually a lot to explain. I don't even know where to begin. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. This muncher right here, oh my gosh, what am I doing? This muncher, after the first on to hit, it would be right here. After the second one, which would be right here, it would end up hitting this thwomp, and whenever it thwomps, it does that. When thwomps are pushed down by a note block, it would scoot over right here, and it would do that thing. And to make sure before it dies, there's another on-off that's hit that just kills it right there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it just gets killed. And there's just this that just slow. I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, this conveyor's only here for this part. And this muncher would end up being booped up here. And whenever after the on-off switches hit, okay, this bomb would be right here, and the muncher would make its way and kill the bomb. I want to demonstrate it, but I would have to reload the gun actually. And now it's a very, very long wait for this, because I'm going to be very upset. Hold on. There you go. Please make this work. Alright. I hate my life, ignore that. But pretty much this would just scoop you up and put you in there. Pretty much, just gotta take my word for it. Troll that people did not really get much, so I fixed it kind of. Let me enable. Actually, nah. Anyways, you would see two paths, and the obvious path would probably just be going down the pipe, because who would trust shinies? But you get rewarded for shinies in this level, and you get a fire flower as a result. Just a thwomp that does the exact same thing that's been doing in the whole level so far. And if you do get the mushroom, you'll be able to progress through. And if not, then you die to the icicle. And then you get to the magical part of the level, yay! Or this stuff. No, Toad, stop floating, literal hex, bro. But nope, it's just you need black hole for the setup. You do. I haven't managed to do it without black hole, but basically this is just a coin that's off grid. It's just ever so slightly to the top portion, so whenever a POW is activated, it just makes this block poof. I might do a black hole explanation because there's a lot of I want to get into that it's pretty cool to mess around with. And this is savable too. You just can't have the black hole around, and there's a lot of stuff you can't do with it. I will show off later in this level. This muncher is meant to mask off basically the proofing animation of this. And there's a Kaizo detector, I think it will fix it up, that allows for you to trigger this setup over here. A spike ball is spawned out of this note block by the coin whenever the power is triggered to save a sprite, and the spike ball, whenever the on-off is hit, it would roll over here, hit this chain of spike balls, hitting this bomb. Alright, and we're back. I died a little bit. Anyways, I'm still a little sick. And then once the on-off is hit, this Koopa would fall down, and it would hit these two note blocks with 1-ups in there, and the two 1-ups would hit these over here. What else? Let me explain this room. I don't think there's much else. Oh yeah, but I guess I should explain this part. Whenever if you choose the shiny path, which some people end up doing, you would hit these, and it would do the same setup over here, but a winged parachute bomb would hit the springs, travel over here, and break these blocks so you can escape. It would do the same thing if you went over here. You would just be able to see this part, and you would hit this on off just so you can make your way through. I put this cloud here so you wouldn't stop going in the pipe, and there you go. You got checkpoint 2. A fake dumb pipe. Now I had an idea for this section where you have to actually hold left and go on the red pipe, but I don't know. I felt that people would end up doing that. But right there, that's a troll. Where people would be like, "Oh, I'm supposed to go hold left when I come out the pipe." Wow, cheap troll. And then whenever you do, you go hold left to go look in the pipe to avoid the fish. The launcher scoots over, and you come over here and have me in your channel. It's just on-off state stuff. The way this works is just on the first time around, this would be in the blue state, so this launcher won't move at all. But on the other state, this clown car is here, so it does scoot over enough. And originally, if you're in that state, this mushroom would fall down, and then another fish would come down here. I don't want people playing in this state, so I try my best to actually kill them. Only person I know who's managed to actually survive both stuff is Carl, but he ended up falling for an extra, which is, well, I don't know, funny I guess. But all this next setup is just a jump, kind of just a position detector, kind of, not really, with the shell that falls down at a specific part. And whenever you do jump, because if you were to jump up fully, you would miss the mushroom. Yay. And all that is just a pit, and I put soft-like prevention down there. And you're like, oh, well, I guess might as well just go. And nope. You get rolled. Yep, you get rolled. There's no such thing as troll, you just rolled. And basically the pipe is there. It's not invisible, it is there. But all that pretty much is just an off-center grinder that's there. Yeah, the grinder is offset, which apparently this perfectly hides it. It really does perfectly hide it. It's pretty cool. And these are pretty much just here to kind of slightly cover up the blue pixels in the back. Kind of suspicious, kind of not, but I don't know. It works, I guess. So yay me. This is just here to re-hit the on-off. To hit the on-off on the first time around. And this part, this used to be another setup. I don't have it anymore because it just sucked. But anyways, you would come over here. You'd be like, huh, what do I do over here? You see a clown car, and the muncher's supposed to make you not want to hold right, because it's just scary. So you sit here, dig there, and you get stuck. You get stuck. And all that is just another broken track that teleports, and it stopped that. And then basically gets the clown car stuck where you can't move it, where you usually would be able to move it. And all you're supposed to do is just hold right. I mean, most people end up doing it, so I guess it's just not that bad. You go up here, you get absolutely destroyed and get caught no skill, or you get caught up for having no skill. And then this used to be another troll that involved melting an off-grid ice coin. It was supposed to make you, I think, melt something and something would fall over the door, or you'd end up melting an ice coin below the door. But I didn't want to have another troll because that would be the third one in the level, and I thought that'd just be too much because there's already 3 trolls in this room, and I like to have around like 3 or so trolls per room because I just felt like it's a good number. This is just here for cheese prevention, and you go into the next room. Koopa. You get greeted by a Koopa. Another setup that requires black hole, so black hole explanation maybe, I don't know, I don't want to like keep making videos, this is awkward for me. It's basically, look, there's nothing here, And what I really like about the setup is the fact that you can actually make multiple of these. It's basically a Koopa that thinks it's in a cloud, but that cloud is in a pipe. And that's kind of the best way I can put it. And some of these actually hide behind blocks, so they will act like they're. It's like a covered pipe basically, and they will act like they're in a pipe if they're. So if you hit that, it basically frees the pipe and allows it to spawn. And just like if it were in a pipe, when an item is killed out of a pipe, it's pretty much able to spawn another enemy. Ooh, skills. No! And there's just fish stuff in here if you care enough. Basically, you'd hit this, you'd kick the scoop over here to hit this on-off switch, and that's literally it in this whole room. Oh, I removed the text. Never mind. It used to say your mom up here. I don't know. But no one really looked at this in Double Viewer or more info because it just never set up, and I would never leave it up. Anyways, you go in here, you get scared, and up. What you're supposed to hit, you'd end up getting hit by this cannonball that shoot you when you come out of this pipe. And all this is just 2 clown cars that get overlaid by 2 PAL blocks that hide a cannon perfectly. It can hide a pipe, it can hide a lot of stuff actually. It's pretty cool. This used to be a pipe, but Shade Kitty ended up using that troll. And I'm like, no, now I have to think of something else. And then I ran out of pipes, so now I couldn't do that troll. So instead, I did a cannon that's probably worse than what he made, so yeah. Literally just hold down troll, LeMail, get wrecked if you don't. You get shot by it otherwise. And then I have another shell detector. I don't know why this grinder is there, that wouldn't really matter. I guess you just couldn't see most of the setup anyways. But once you do jump up, it would end up killing this cannon and launcher, making you able to actually progress. I think Steve was the one who suggested this, to put a fish block right here, and lo and behold, no one fell for it. I think one person did fall for it, but yeah. I don't even know why this is here. I think this used to be another troll with a teleporting launcher. And in the geek version / car version, there's a Kaiser block right here that you would hit. Otherwise, I think that's what the troll is supposed to do. That if you jump at a late time, your input just doesn't go in for some reason, and you end up falling in there, which is pretty cool. Not really, this is dumb, it's horrible. But you know. And then you see this like Wiggler. What Wiggler? Is that a hint or a warning? Nope. Yeah, well, it's a warning. Yeah. And if you go right here, take your time. A teleporting Wiggler, because apparently this level just loves teleportation, which is very ugly and overused. This is pretty simple. Teleporting Wiggler, it yeets itself over here in like 4 different pieces, like a Lego man, and gets bounced over here, preventing you from going over here. And I think my idea was sure you can end up going back down the pit, but yeah. I guess I might as well explain this troll because I don't think I'll ever use it. But basically, you go over here, and at one point, a launcher would end up teleporting you over here, and there'd be vines on here. And you end up dying to the pit either way. But I couldn't get it to work. Well, it did work at one point, but that version got corrupted, so I couldn't use it. A bunch of stuff from this level actually got corrupted, and I couldn't use it anymore. One I really liked was a launcher going through a wall, which was pretty cool, but I literally forgot how I built it, so I might have to experiment with that again. I don't know, I might share it one day. And then just go fast and, go in the door. I didn't miss anything, did I? Sprite saving, yeah, I don't think I did. But I might as well explain this part now. Oh yeah. I think these P-blocks are necessary to have the launcher stay in one spot. There's one-ways behind it, and these power blocks push them together, and when they're not visible, they just hide it. And this is just here to give you the feeling that they're stacked normally, and you wouldn't expect anything behind it. Anyways, this is sprite saving that has a power block in it, and cool aesthetics. And the first thing you'd see is I need to wear the helmet. And it just was supposed to fall down there. So most people would just hit this and move out of the way, and fall down there. So 100% not obvious, like you clearly can't see it at all. The next layer, if you do get it, you'd get this. And I'm very good at the game. Very good at the game. This is supposed to tell you, put the POW block down here, so you can step on it and hit a block there. people told me to put a regular block. Here's the thing. You will just break it. You will literally just break it. And so instead I put a coin there telling you there's something there. But no, people thought, oh, maybe it's just a just a coin there. Maybe you have to actually just somehow jump all the way up there. So people kept throwing the POW up or just not using the POW entirely. And if you do hit it, if you do it the smart way, which some people did do, you get carried here into a very nice room. Anyways, this spike ball right here only hits the on-off switch when you're in this room and you cross this premises. I added that as a prevention for Cheese, and because I think it was also Steve's idea, to saying that if you did go back over here when you dodge the troll, the on-off block would trigger and you'd get stuck in the room either way. And I think only 2 people fell for that. So thank you for your wonderful additions to the level, Steve-O. Really brightened up everything. A face, the cheeks, and the mouth like ah. Anyways, guys, explain the hyperspeed launcher. This, I forgot who made this setup. I forgot the name of it, or I'm sorry. I think this is Vija's setup. Basically, what all it is that a bow and shell hits a muncher that gets caught in between the slope, and whenever this on-off is hit, it pushes the muncher like extremely fast to the left, which hyperspeeds this twister over, which carries this launcher over here. This was only here to prevent the clown car from moving forward. This centers the launcher over here. This note block, and the one way is help with that as well. And then whenever you do hit the on-off switch, please work. It yeets it over. It works. I think that's all for this room, right? Yeah. Thumbnail! Yeah, here you go. Thumbnail. Now, I wanted it to have an ante that involved clown cars that thought they were in pipes, but I ran out of entities, and I didn't bother having to delete everything again, just so I could make the ante idea. Let alone, I don't even like antes, so there's that. I don't think I missed anything else, right? Well, whoops, I forgot to explain this. See, this is why I love making videos. Anyways, this is a POW detector. So whenever you drop a POW at a certain point, this shell would end up being hit. For some reason, it just works like that. This shell is hit by the spring when a POW is dropped at a specific part. So this swamp is vibrating, which is making this move a lot. Then this would just tell you the hint about, oh, don't hit the block, takes you down here. And then these munchers are just to hit the on-off switch twice, which reveals the hint. Such as this one right here, whenever the POW is hit, this would spawn a muncher, and the bomb would fall down, the muncher hits the switch, and there you go. And then you would tie on to the ending room. Whoa, how do we make it here? Epic teleportation. Anyways, this final room is kind of anticlimactic. You would come through the pipe from that previous room, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, it's that CPU1's room. No, it's not. It's clearly not. This is not a checkpoint. But I don't know, silly ending. You hit this, you're like, huh. And then, well, there's nothing else to do. Can't go down here. You go down here, and it would trigger a thwomp that hits a P block, a P switch, and a POW block. And the screen would scroll because it would hit this setup over here. This is the munchers here to prevent the bomb from dying. And this, once the P block is hit, P switch is hit, I keep calling it P block. This launcher would fight on, breaking the custom scroll. It would scroll over, and you'd see this telling you, oh, go in the door up here. And then these would reveal an arrow that points to the door. And that's kind of pretty much it. And then, if you let the screen scroll, you wouldn't be able to see this right here. This wouldn't trigger because it would be stuck up here. Or not wouldn't, it would just not spawn at all. But when you do go through here, you would spawn right here. This would teleport. It would just shoot down. It would be behind here, so you won't be able to see it, and it would shoot you with a blue spike top that says "Aw," which is why this is here. All you have to do is literally just hold headline and you win. And that's pretty much it. Key coins are fake. There's no point in it. It's another cool secret thing. I think I covered everything. Pretty much everything. Yeah. A bunch of track stuff with mushrooms, bringing it to other tracks. I think I did explain everything. So, thanks for watching, I guess. I don't know how to end YouTube videos anymore. So, yeah. I can't see most of this stuff. Okay, so never mind. We're done here. So, where's it at? There we go.